going on, guys? But yeah, I'm just tired of the fake stuff. I'm so used to the camera being over there. I'm just tired of the fake stuff. Like, I have a low tolerance for the fake stuff. Like with the documentaries, a lot of things behind the scenes that people don't know. Said, I think I made it to episode 3. Still watching the rest. Well, I appreciate that. Watch them whenever you're able to. They are long videos, so I'm not going front. Like each segment, I was going to just put it all out like 5 hours, right? Like, and then just put it out. But then I was like, let me slice it up. In fact, I think part of the idea came from Upchurch's management at the time. Told me like, hey, just maybe split that up. Maybe split it up. Yeah, that'd probably be a better idea. I was like, you're right. But yeah, just a lot of people are inboxing me now. YouTubers, more so, mad that I don't rock with them or that I'm not talking to them or have no connection to them anymore. And it's like, I can't take the fake shit. I cannot. In fact, I'll even say it like this. You don't know if I'm good or cool with any YouTubers, nigga. I'm just here doing my thing, doing my content, focusing on me and my supporters. I don't care about none of that other stuff. People were trying to use me and I don't like it. How many people didn't try to use me and have me on panels, right? And then come to find out they're haters, right? Remember when Sickabilly begged me to be on his show? And then look at him now, just being disgusting as he wants to be. Like, I don't want no more of that happening. Only people that I could vouch for is myself. And it seems like because I have like this, I guess you could say, aura of realness, this is what people be saying, that people try to use me as like a stamp of approval. If you have me on your panel or you're cool with me, it's supposed to mean you real. Nigga, I'm not stamping nobody. It's just me, my supporters. That is it. When it came to the documentary for Upchurch, mad people, a lot of people promised me all types of things, that they want to help with editing, help with research, help with clips, like finding clips for the video. And then when it came time to do it, they disappeared on me as if like it was part of their plan. They wanted to see me fail and then try to swoop. In fact, I think I might have seen these same people throwing their hats in the ring to do the documentary for Upchurch. And then when it came to do it, or time to help me finish it, they all disappeared on me, which I didn't need them. I did it by myself regardless. I can edit my ass off. You know what I mean? I could research my ass off. I'm pretty sure I'm one of the best at it. I'm great at gathering clips for videos. It's no problem. But it showed me a lot. So now when we're like at a certain point where it's like I'm finished doing that and I'm trying to do things to step my channel up, people are wondering why I'm not around them or affiliating with them. I'm going to block you if you inbox me again. And that's how I'm doing things. In fact, with social media, nigga, you don't have to inbox me at all. But I want to send you something, BX. Join Discord, send it to my email. I will check it whenever. There's no guarantee when you send it to my email, I'm going to check it like within 24 hours, but I'm going to check it. And it just is what it is, bro. Like, I'm not doing any of the fake affiliations. This shit is weird, bro. These niggas is fake friends, and I'm cool on that. I have to go over the documentary videos I try to get started today. Check it out. It's a playlist. Whenever you can or want to. Right? Watch that whenever you like. If you like. My overall just take away from, I guess you could say, the background is, yeah, I mean, I'm perfectly fine doing things myself. I'm probably not going to even accept help if offered at this point for future stuff. But I'm not going to be on panels. I'm not going to be on no one else's show. I have my own show, and that's the show that I'm focusing on. Smoke Break with BX Beast Boy, which you can watch the episodes on Industry Exposed channel. Or watch me live. You said I need YouTube mobile to auto popular video names like the PC. What do you mean? What you mean? Like save it to a playlist or something? Because they're not coming with us and not holding us back. Yeah, facts. 100%. They are not holding us back. That's what it is. People want me to be on their shit. And this has been like a thing since I could ever remember. Not just on YouTube, even in music, right? People want to use me in order to build whatever they're building. And then when it comes time to, return the favor or help me out, it's a non-factor. Do you know there was a podcast that asked me to be on it? I'm like, oh, cool. That's great. They want to interview me or something. I come on in, hey, Beast Boy, can you work the boards for your podcast? Yeah. Put the videos up and pause them. So you want me to do production for your podcast? That's why you invited me. BX Beast Boy, the nigga that got like 5 times the following you have with multiple channels that are successful. You want me to come on your channel that's not monetized even? I don't know. I didn't check. Man, I was coming to show love. And then now you want me to work for you. Fuck you. Work the boards, nigga. Work these nuts, nigga. What are you talking about? If I got the bigger following with doing more than you, shouldn't niggas come over and help me work the boards? Why am I going over there? There's a fucking panel with a bunch of people on it. 4 or 5 people. You got some cast members show up whenever the fuck they want. And I'm supposed to do your production for your show. That's why you wanted me to be a part of it. Kiss my ass. Fucking hard is just to press a button, nigga. You can't do this. You can't press a button. I think fucking weirdo. He's mad.
You're not giving me a chance.
I can't really control what he said. Gotta call a spade a spade. Because people are envious of me. They see that I can do things that they can't do. I could sit here and just rant. No videos on the screen for fucking hours and still put out better content than a lot of people. And I have to start, I guess, seeing that more within myself. Right? This is something I always know, but I'm always trying to be nice. Don't hit me up to be on no fucking show. Don't hit me up to be on no panels. Don't hit me to, nigga, I'm about to start my own panels. Nigga, how about that? I'm about to start allowing certain people who are not disloyal or nasty and disgusting and panel hoppers join part of my show. In fact, I'll leave that segment or this segment like that. If you're looking for a show to be a part of and you would like to join panels and have discussions about music, maybe even bring forward topics, and you want to join the Industry Exposed team, hit me up. It's best to do that on Discord. I don't want no fakes. I want people saying that they will do that, and then I see you over here running some other show. I don't have no time. I can't even. I'm injured. Doing a whole fucking podcast. Multiple episodes. Fucking weird, bro. Stay away from me. All right. Going on, y'all. About to check out this video from Black Conservative Perspective, if I'm not mistaken. And it's supposed to be a Black Democrat leader. Worst woke nightmare came true. Let's see what the heck is going down. I don't know what's happening, but I trust you guys' judgment. If y'all want to send me a video to react to, join my Discord. That's the best way and only way, really. Join Discord is free. But now, I don't know why I'm looking at y'all like that. I'm giving y'all the Family Guy shifty eye. Where this nigga Stewie be looking at
Americans trust you and House Democrats on the Jeffrey Epstein files when one of your own, Congresswoman Plaskett, was found to be texting with Jeffrey Epstein during a hearing, getting information from him, using that in her questioning during a congressional hearing. And at one point, he tells her, "Good job."
This is a bipartisan effort to make sure that, consistent with what the survivors have requested, that there's full and complete transparency, and every single predator who may be in those Justice Department files doesn't escape accountability.
Meanwhile,
I have excellent news for you. I think, although many of us have been saying it for years, he has proven himself in this last year to be fully incapable of taking over the job from Nancy Pelosi. I have some good news for you. Hakeem Jeffries ain't it, but Chiosei is, and he is officially, after much speculation, filed today to run to challenge Hakeem Jeffries. Chiosei is an incredible, young, really energetic, exciting city councilor in New York City and now candidate for Congress. I promise you want to get in on the ground floor here. Follow Chi.
I find that right now, many of our leaders within the Democratic Party are not communicating in the way that they need to be.
Is that code for social media?
It's not just social.
You have a very good social media.
I do believe social. I appreciate that.
Are not votes, right? Harris learned that.
It's not just about social media, though, right? We need our party to be pushing big ideas. I don't want us to be a party on.
That's really strange. That we live in a time where that's like a main factor right now. That's pretty crazy.
Small ideas anymore.
What's your social media like? You running? What's your social media looking like?
It's not enough to just be anti-Trump and critical of Republicans. We need to be fighting to improve the material conditions of Americans.
But is it small ideas or pragmatism? I mean, I think the argument, especially from moderates, is like, you got to make things run. You got to have the experience to make things run. And that those are wins. Those are things that build trust.
Listen, it's small ideas, right? We never criticize or say that it's the lack of pragmatism when Donald Trump is giving tax cuts to billionaires while he's gutting healthcare, while they're funding bombs that are blowing up buildings abroad, right? We need to have big ideas within the Democratic Party that will improve the lives of Americans. It's Medicare for all. That's building affordable housing. That's a Green New Deal.
boy.
So
we got to talk about the nightmare scenario that
definitely don't want to judge him by his lisp. But I know this is about to be bad. I just got a feeling that this is about to be crazy.
that is playing out in real time for the current leaders of the Democrat Party. We've already talked about Chuck Schumer, who is the Democrat leader in the Senate. This guy is on the verge of quitting, right? He's about to wave the white flag and retire because he knows that his time is up, that the Democrat base, the Democrat Party, they no longer want him in leadership after his shutdown attempt backfired in his face. Because like I told you guys, no matter what they do, the Democrats, the radical base of the Democrats, the socialist, communist base of the Democrat Party, they want to get rid of leadership. And Chuck Schumer orchestrating that shutdown and getting nothing out of it was the final nail in his coffin. And that is why his time is up. And everybody knows this.
The shutdown is over, but Democrats are now asking an existential question. We have some new reporting from Manu Raju and Isaac Dovere that illustrates the vulnerability that 43 days, 8 defecting senators cast on the minority leader, Chuck Schumer.
That's a new requirement to run for office now? What your social media is? That's crazy. That is wild, bro.
With one House Democrat from Schumer's home state going so far as to say, quote, it's his last term and he may be the only one on earth unaware of it. Manu.
Yeah, Isaac and I spoke to roughly 24 Democrats from in Congress and in New York. And look, the overwhelming view among people we spoke with is that they believe his days are numbered one way or the other. And likely in 2028, when he's up for re-election again, remember, at that point, he'll be roughly 78 years old, I believe, when he's running. So that's one reason why there's a belief that he won't run, but also how vulnerable he has become. If he were to run in a primary, he could potentially be defeated. So that's why a lot of people believe he's going to opt to retire. So that's one problem for him. The other is the dissension within the Senate Democratic caucus. He, of course, is the Democratic leader. There's going to be a secret ballot election that will occur after the November elections. Now, the Senate is a Democratic caucus is a much less likely place where you'll see them try to remove someone as leader. That typically does not happen, but he is facing more grumbling about his leadership than he has in his 9 years as leader. And that is what we've seen in other leaders pass at the end of their term, like whether it's Harry Reid, Chuck Schumer, or Mitch McConnell. Harry Reid, Nancy Pelosi, or Mitch McConnell.
Which is why he is singularly focused on winning the Senate back.
Yeah.
And these are the moves, just among the moves that he has made. He has recruited Janet Mills, the governor of Maine, to run, Roy Cooper, the former governor of North Carolina, to run, the former Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown to run in Jackie's home state of Ohio, trying to recruit the most likely people to flip seats back because, well, let's just say he wins the Senate back, which is a long shot, but you never know. Maybe he could go out a hero, or people tend to change their minds when their leader is successful.
Yeah, we could be happy. And when people are happy, maybe there's not an uprising. Yeah. But that's going to be, you're right, it's going to be a tall order to overturn, to take back the Senate.
Yeah, so even CNN, they're admitting that Chuck Schumer's days are numbered, that he's out. And this is almost basically a guarantee. It's not a matter of if, but a matter of when. Because if he doesn't retire, it is likely that he's going to get beat in a primary race against AOC. Okay, essentially, that Senate job is AOC's if she wants it, right? If she decides not to run for president, she can certainly get that Senate seat. It's hers, right? It's hers at this point. Chuck Schumer has been defeated. Now, we got to talk about another Democrat that is on the verge of defeat.
AOC trash as hell too, nigga. Like, all she do is do dances from Footloose, nigga. Like, that's all she could do. Nigga, she over there doing an electric boogie and shit instead of taking care of what things need to be taken care of. She another one that's on the social media heavy. Yeah, like, I don't like that. Like, I barely like being on social media, honestly. Nigga, if I wasn't a YouTuber, I would be off the grid. Off the grid, nigga. Unless I'm checking out things for knowledge. I like that, and motivational quotes and shit. Shit like that.
Leader of the Democrats in the House,
self-improvement,
Hakeem Jeffries, aka Timo Obama, aka Discount Obama, aka Dollar General Obama, aka No Swag Obama, No Riz Obama. No Riz Obama is facing the same fate as Chucky Schumer.
No Riz
because Hakeem Jeffries has just received the primary challenge of his night.
Yeah, I agree. AOC is nuts.
Nightmares, okay? As Chi Osei, who's a supporter of Zohran Mamdani, right? He's a part of the socialists, the radical socialists in New York City.
Yeah, I never liked AOC. My man, I'm not trying to turn this into an AOC video. I don't mind. I don't mind roasting them. I do not mind. But yeah, she just always seemed trash to me. So yeah, I agree with you, Biggs.
Chi Osei, a current sitting member of the New York City Council, he is now challenging Hakeem Jeffries in the primary. He has filed paperwork against Hakeem Jeffries. And this is a big deal. And I believe that this guy can win. And part of the reason why I believe this guy can win is because leftists have been plotting this coup against Hakeem Jeffries for a long time. Like, they plotted out the maps. They've looked at the demographics. They've looked at the voters, and they said, this guy is our guy to take down Hakeem Jeffries. And I believe that it is likely that he's going to be successful because he's woke as hell and he's also black. So Hakeem Jeffries can't pull the black card, right? That cancels out.
That's crazy.
If he's the wokeness gets canceled out. This guy also seems to be a little zesty, right? A little feminine. So he may have an extra Infinity Stone of wokeness.
Damn. I didn't want to put that. I said I detected something with the lisp. I didn't want to judge based off the lisp. He was lisping.
Working in his favor. But the left-wing lunatics are excited about this guy stepping up to take down Hakeem Jeffries. Take a look.
What the is up, TikTok? This is New York City Council member Chi Osei here in the district for a summer Saturday.
This is an FDNY block party. We were doing these every year before COVID hit. They're back.
Literally an icon. I mean, who hates hates the fire department? Nobody. I asked and I told her I wasn't allowed to do this. Am I allowed to slide down the pole?
Yeah, well, of course you can slide down the pole.
Excuse me?
Who said you couldn't?
I won't tell you who. I slide down poles all the time. I believe trans people make up 0.01% of America's population when,
Okay. Alright, my nigga. What are we doing?
Yeah. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name. You.
I don't even know why they would even come on, bro. And this is who's running. This how they getting votes. Niggas talking about sliding poles. What is we talking about?
The actual 1% of billionaires and many millionaires are raising the taxes for working class New Yorkers, right? It's not trans people that are making the lives of Americans unaffordable. It's the oligarchy. It's the billionaires that are spending money to ruin our government and who got Trump elected. It's time we fortify.
It's the money being spent on immigrants in other countries instead of American citizens. That's what it really is. You want to impress me? That's what I thought he was going to say.
New York against the climate crisis. When we talk about building Fortress New York, we usually mean fighting fascism. But in a city that floods too many times a year, fortifying...
Politics ain't ready for that yet. No, they about to start having twerk-offs. That's how they about to decide who going to win the election. A twerk-off. I love live streaming. I get to do the office moments on a regular basis. When they look at the camera and they like, I love doing that with y'all. Thank you. I appreciate y'all for that. Like streaming, I get to do the office moments on a regular basis. Or Abbott Elementary, if you ever watched that. It's a funny show. I just want get to look at the camera in confusion.
New York also means investing in our climate resilience. And yesterday's flooding showed us why. Every year, it's the same story. But none of this shit is normal. The city can't handle this kind of flooding, and it's only getting worse. The climate crisis is here.
So this is a map of the New York City mayoral election. Now, this blue area over here, that's all Zoran country. All the green, that's where Cuomo won. And what's interesting is that when you overlay that map...
Back in the day, they used to fight like Thomas Jefferson. Abraham Lincoln was getting it popping in these streets, nigga. He's getting it popping, street wrestling, shirt off. What's up? You ever heard of Greco-Roman style, nigga? That's why I hit you with the Royal Pharaoh. Ever heard of Greco-Roman? Yeah, I don't remember that. I think that was the ladies, man. Will Pharaoh sitting here with the oil. Let's do Greco-Roman. Yeah. But nah, that nigga was putting the beats on people. Wooden teeth and all, nigga. What's up? That's how you knew they was scrapping back in the day when they was doing this. Nigga ran up on you like this. It was about to go down, okay? Nigga, Abraham Lincoln walked up on you. Yo, if you had a time machine and big ass Abraham Lincoln, because I heard he wasn't even small. That nigga was tall as hell. Walked up on you, top hat, wooden teeth like this. You not gonna be scared? I'm out. I'm not fighting wooden teeth. If you can tolerate wooden teeth, you too gangster for me. I'm good. There's nothing that's gonna come of that for me. This nigga gonna put you in a pretzel lock, nigga. You over here putting your hand in your back pocket over your shoulder because you want to wrestle Abraham Lincoln. I'm just saying, nigga. You can't tell me George Washington couldn't fight. That nigga was ugly as hell. He knew how to fight. In the video game, I'm joking. I'm gonna get beat up one of these days. Somebody gonna just walk up on me and just right in my eye. That was for George Washington. Surprised me. I thought the first punch in the eye I was going to get would have been for Martin Luther King. Man. The way I be shitting on his holiday, I thought somebody was going to pop me.
With Hakeem Jeffries' district, which is all this dotted red line right here.
Did I play the nasty song for him saying he wanted to slide poles? Did I do that? My bad.
What we'll see is that the vast majority of his district
I don't remember.
is Zoran territory. Only a little bit down here voted for Cuomo.
I'm gonna try that.
This area is much more densely populated than this area. And that is a very serious problem for Hakeem Jeffries. Because you see, Hakeem Jeffries really resisted Zoran the entire time. Even after he won the Democratic nomination, he refused.
My bad. I had to read this. Yesterday, if he take his wooden teeth out, you know it's on. If he put his teeth on the desk, just slap that shit on the mother. You know what? I had enough of your bullshit. Come on, huh? Come on. I'm running. I'm not fighting this nigga. You crazy? That'd have been brutal.
To endorse him until the very last minute when the writing was on the wall and it was very clear that he was going to win. Now, if you don't know who Hakeem Jeffries is, he is the leader of the Democratic Party in the House of Representatives, and he is incredibly feckless. He literally was frustrated with liberal groups for pressuring him to oppose Trump more. That is the level of useless that this man is. But the good news is that he is in a very progressive district. He is extremely vulnerable to a primary from the left, like extremely vulnerable. This is a very, very doable win here for the progressives. And the truth is that if the progressives topple a party leader, it will send real ripple effects and shivers down the base of the entire establishment. Because if the progressives can topple the leadership, then they can topple anybody. And suddenly the rank and file members will be scared of a progressive challenger. The truth is, for anything to change, the rank and file members of the Democratic Party need to be scared of progressive challengers from the left.
I genuinely don't think that it's hit Hakeem Jeffries or Chuck Schumer yet, that they're done in politics. They're done. I don't think it's hit them yet, which is so funny. But I'm saying this and recording this, and I'm going to post this with the hope that this will somehow get in front of them and that they'll see it and finally fucking realize they're not going to have a career this time next year. With that, please engage. Do all the things. Like, repost, comment your thoughts, share this with a friend.
I see Big say, what the hell are you doing? Doing rubbing. You don't remember, what was it called? The Ladies Man? Don't make me pull the clip up. That's an old movie. The Ladies Man, I think. Where this nigga, Will Ferrell, was about to fight. Nigga started, he was rubbing oil on himself. I was like, yeah, Greco-Roman style. That shit was funny as hell. I don't know why I remember
interviews
that.
and these news segments and these clips that go viral.
Will Ferrell's one of the goats.
Saying the same thing, saying whatever AIPAC tells them to say, and then they're so surprised. They're so surprised when the backlash hits, like it does every time. Isn't that the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing
have me look this
over and over and over and expecting different outcomes, and it really is funny.
I hate when people say that. That is not the definition of insanity, you dumbass. If I'm not mistaken, that's just a quote. That is a quote from Albert Einstein that people have taken and fucking used as the actual definition of insanity for years. And that's not the definition of insanity. I don't even think people realize that they're just quoting Albert Einstein. I was like in kindergarten when I looked that shit up. Nigga, like, that's not the definition of insanity, but for some weird reason, people say that shit. The definition of insanity is doing something over no. That's just a quote.
In a way, because it's like they're moving and acting like they have nothing to lose.
Some positive news on a Monday because Chiosei has just announced and filed paperwork to primary Hakeem Jeffries for New York's 8th congressional district. Chiosei is a close ally of Will Ferrell clip. Corporate interests. He's against AIPAC. All good, positive things. And he's young. Please.
Wow, Deadass found the Will Ferrell clip. Let me see. Let's see if it's the exact clip. And then I'll play it real quick, but then we're going to...
Please, if you're younger, run for office. Run for something. Run for a local election. Something. We need, like, the millennial class to take over the political landscape. Because the old guard has screwed us.
This nigga sound crazy. I don't think that's the move, buddy. You're going to have us looking wild out here in these streets. You're going to have us out here looking crazy. Like, yeah, nah, I don't think that's the move. I do not think that's the move. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this clip up. My bad. I think I found the clip I'm talking about. It was like, this is how the Greco-Romans do it. You see? I ain't watched this movie in years. Just think, Will Ferrell is crazy, bro.
Enjoy this.
Do the one movement.
No, that's all right.
Well, I wanted to play it before I get a copyright strike, because you know they gonna strike the hell out of me. Where's the scene where this nigga was doing the movement? Damn, it's during this point at some point.
Of Greco-Roman wrestling. Yeah. And I will crush you, and you will learn a new. You don't want just
Greco-Roman wrestling. You know what's crazy is that's an actual fighting style too. But anyway, watch the movie if you want to see the full clip. This nigga is doing I don't know why I remember that when I was a kid, bro. I was watching that movie, dying laughing, like, why is this nigga moving like that? And then I found out, oh shit, that's a real fight style? Greco-Roman. Yo, back in the day, they used to throw grease on themselves and wrestle? Holy shit, that had to be hard as hell. Pause. I don't even feel comfortable saying that after that. That's crazy. Got an extra pause.
Hey, yo! Y'all like it?
Crazy.
Fucked us over. Junior year in high school in 9/11. I graduated college during the fucking Great Recession. We've had to live.
See, I told you it was real.
Donald Trump won.
You thought I was making that up. You thought I made it? Nah, that's a real scene from a movie. Will Ferrell used to be wilding out, and that was like 2000. I was like 10 years old watching that shit.
COVID. In the last
I was ahead of my time
every
with comedy.
fucking policy in America, go more conservative, and the time is fucking now to take back the Democratic Party from people that are old fucking idiots that only give a fuck about corporate interests and don't give a flying fuck about you and about me.
Yeah. So again, this really is a nightmare scenario for Hakeem Jeffries. And I'm not saying that as an exaggeration. As pointed out in one of those clips, Hakeem Jeffries comes from a very progressive district. As you notice, Chuck Schumer refused to endorse Zohran Mamdani. He refused to say who he voted for.
My bad. I don't mean to keep side conversation in it. But what would you do if you about to fight somebody and they pull out some oil and you just start approaching? This is before Diddy, by the way, guys. That is hilarious. Why did no one use that for a meme with Diddy? I could have made a funny clip with that. Put Diddy and then him with the oil back to back.
Because his time is up, right? He ain't running for re-election. He knows that he's done. Shit. Okay. And again, if he does run for re-election, he's cooked.
20 years.
Hakeem Jeffries, on the other hand, he's supposed to be the young, relatively speaking, compared to Nancy Pelosi in the old guard. He's supposed to be the young leader of the Democrat Party in the House. He's not supposed to lose his seat. And I think part of the reason why he decided to endorse Zohran is because he knew that his district would overwhelmingly vote for Zohran. So he had to come out and endorse Zohran, or else he would get backlash going into a primary against a guy who's an ally of Zohran Mamdani, right? Chiozé, again, is a part of the radical socialists, the far left, that is trying to take over New York City. That's what's happening. Okay, that's exactly what's happening. And I think that this dude can actually beat Hakeem Jeffries. I think it's a good chance that he will beat Hakeem Jeffries. The only advantage that Hakeem Jeffries currently has is the fact that he is an incumbent and he will probably raise a ton of money, right? But outside of that, right, in regards to what these people clearly want to vote for, which is more radical far left socialism, yeah, I think that Hakeem Jeffries is cooked. And what you're seeing from Democrats when it comes to the Trump derangement, when it comes to their antics, the shutdown, that is desperation. That is them trying to save their own careers, right? They know that the far left, they smell blood in the water, and stuff like this happening, okay, is exactly why Democrats are losing their minds and just opposing Trump on literally everything and just being as Trump deranged as possible because they're afraid of these individuals. So without further ado, let's actually listen to a clip of this guy reacting to the win that Zoran Mandami scored in the New York City mayor's race.
His platform. A lot of young people got excited and turned out to vote for the first time. This is a race that should be replicated across the country if Democrats want to win back our country. And because of that, I do believe that his agenda will be passed.
There's the opposite side of that, which is there's a lot of Republicans who believe that they can use the whole socialist label, his youth, as they see it, and inexperience, as actually an argument against Democrats next year. Will it work?
I don't think it will work. I think the Democratic base wants to see their candidates who are fighting for big ideals and big ideas instead of being a party on small ideas, right? Currently, Donald Trump and the Republican Party, they're gutting our healthcare system. They're giving tax cuts to billionaires. Meanwhile, people are...
That shit's like a marketing employee with a lot of these Democrats or lefties. It's like, let's use Trump. Let's just keep on talking about this nigga. Just keep on mentioning him. Blame everything on him.
Starving within our cities. Our base wants leaders who will fight for solutions that will support our people. And Zoran presented solutions that speaks to the larger apparatus of the party.
AKA, the base wants socialism, they want communism. That's what he's actually saying. And they want more wokeness. That is what they want. They want Trump derangement, wokeness, socialism / communism. That is the winning strategy for any Democrat in the primary. Okay? That's the winning strategy.
Can't buy the kind of national publicity he got out of a essentially local race. Maybe the biggest city in the country, but it is rare for the kind of attention that he got. I guess the question is, since you know him, do you sense he's feeling the pressure?
I think he is aware that the pressure exists, but I don't think that pressure is deterring him. Zoran is entering into this mayorship with a co-governance model, with a movement of people behind him. New Yorkers are excited for him to lead. They support his mandate to lead.
But maybe even beyond New Yorkers, because a lot of people are saying, is he giving Democrats all around the country sort of a roadmap for running?
Absolutely. As I
said, in public transportation. No, trash. New York public transportation is, my nigga. This is straight publicity stunts. You want to show me something? Ride the train at night, nigga, without the cameras. Let's see you battling with the homeless nigga across the platform. Let's see that. Show me what really happens, nigga. Because I've seen footage of a woman get attacked recently. Bet the niggas wish that there was a retired military vet there at that time, right? Instead of trying to crucify
the Republican Party are wreaking havoc on our country, and Democrats are failing to step up to the plate, especially Democratic leadership, and pushing back. It's not enough anymore to just be anti-Trump. We need our Democrats to be presenting a vision that's worth fighting for, and that's exactly what Zoran has been doing within this campaign that should be replicated across this country.
So let me ask you about you. Can you confirm or deny you're considering a challenge to Hakeem Jeffries?
So listen, Chris, I've been hearing from a lot of concerned constituents, especially within Bed-Stuy, about how they feel about the leadership of our Democratic Party. New Yorkers are tired of our leaders spending our money bombing buildings and homes abroad instead of building affordable housing and protecting homes here. They're tired of seeing SNAP gutted. They're tired of seeing healthcare.
But do you think he's responsible for that?
I do believe that Democratic Party leadership is not stepping up to this plate in the moment that they should. However, I am looking at my time within the council as being a great tool to support my constituents within Bed-Stuy and Crown Heights.
GOC, I have a feeling we'll be talking in the days and weeks and months come. You're going to run, right?
Listen, I'm focused on supporting Zoran and supporting my constituents within the 36th Council District.
You can't blame me, Mr. Councilman, for trying. Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming.
Yeah, so lo and behold, he did end up filing, right? So he is going to run. And I think Hakeem is cooked. I think his career is over. I told you guys when Zoran first came onto the scene, okay, when he really started to get hot in the Democrat primary, I said, yeah, I think he's going to win. And I think he's going to win the general election as well, too. So I'm telling you guys right now, I got the same feeling about this dude that I have about Zoran Mandami because he's in Zoran Mandami's circle. And Hakeem Jeffries' district is extremely progressive. This dude has probably more infinity stones of wokeness than Hakeem Jeffries. So he cancels out Hakeem Jeffries.
Infinity Stones of wokeness is crazy. You said Infinity Stones of wokeness.
Black card. Hakeem Jeffries is not very charismatic. He's not somebody that I see as a good leader, right? He does not inspire anybody. The only thing he has at this point is the backing of the establishment and money. That's what he got. And I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. I'm just not sure. And that's why I think that he's cooked, right? And that's the hilarious part. This is why I kept saying that these Democrats, be careful about getting in bed with these socialists, because eventually Democrats are going to lose their jobs to these individuals. They're losing their jobs to the same people that they radicalize. Because in the eyes of these progressives, you can't be Trump deranged enough. You can't be far left enough, right? You always have to be more deranged, more woke, more far left, more socialist. And Hakeem Jeffries, I don't think that he can actually live up to the expectations of these far left lunatics that he helped radicalize. So I just think it's fascinating that a lot of these Democrats are going to end up losing their jobs. Their careers are going to be ended by the same people that they gaslit, the same people that they radicalized with Trump derangement. These are the individuals that are going to take.
They're going to reap what they sow. Yeah, 100%. I do think that. I agree with him fully. I don't know what the hell this dude was doing. If he win, he going to be putting poles everywhere so he could slide down. Anyway, tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video as well. Yikes. I'm blasted. Anyway, why y'all eyes so red? Check out the live stream. Let's check out this video from Black Conservative Perspective, which is going to be speaking on, apparently, a homeowner got charged. This is crazy. For smoking someone who tried to break into their place. I had to try to find a G-rated version to say that. I think if I'm not mistaken, one of these people that tried to break into their spot might not even be alive anymore. And they're trying to say it's the person's fault who had this house broken into. That sounds insane to me. Let's check this out. Don't forget to hit the like button. Also, check out Black Conservative Perspective. Highly recommend this channel. Great creator.
Individuals had broke into a detached garage at a residence. The homeowner was alerted through his surveillance system, at which point the homeowner came out and confronted the individuals who had entered his garage. The individuals were coming out, and shots were fired by the homeowner, and then they all fled the scene.
Rightfully so.
It was later in the
video game,
early morning hours that Oakland County Central Dispatch contacted us and advised that they had 2 subjects near Huron Valley Hospital, one at the hospital, one near the hospital, that had sustained gunshot wounds. Both are 17 years old. One is being treated for injuries, and one has succumbed to his injuries.
What about the other 5? Where are they?
Still investigating. We do have some information.
And I ain't gonna be no hypocrite or nothing, because you do stupid stuff when you're young, for sure. And I don't know the kid's circumstances, but that's not no damn excuse. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, nigga. Like, what does you think was gonna happen? Like, I think everybody should be protected. Your household should be secure, and this guy's household was secure. Thinking that we could add some guard dogs to the mix, electric fence, get the ball rolling, nigga.
We're following up on all leads right now.
Boy. So we got to talk about a wild story out of Oakland.
Hey, what's up, Chico? How you doing? Want to make sure I said your name right.
County, Michigan, involving a homeowner, a man by the name of Dayton Napton of White Lake Township, who has now been charged with manslaughter after shooting and killing a young scholar by the name of Savon Wilson, after him and his buddies decided to break into the man's garage multiple times.
But we begin tonight with a botched robbery, ending with a homeowner opening fire, leaving a teenager dead and another person injured. Welcome to 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
Multiple times? I thought this was one multiple? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I ain't defending these dummies.
I'm Mike Duffy. Thank you for joining us.
Why are you
this
breaking
all
into
happened
anybody's
overnight
house?
in White Lake Township.
Police say 7 young adults were caught trying to break into a detached garage at a home on Mandan Road. What they were after remains unclear, but police say after the homeowner noticed the intrusion, he went after them and opened fire.
7 News Detroit reporter Ruta Olsenaida has more on the commotion from a neighbor, and she's getting an update from police about the suspects still on the run.
Police are still working to put the pieces together of what exactly happened here in White Lake Township near Cedar Island Lake. But it's a strange one because neighbors tell me this is not even the first or second time that this particular home has been targeted, saying violence was bound to break out. And what did you hear?
Shots. Gunshots. 7 of them.
It was a chaotic scene in White Lake Township early Tuesday morning around 1 a.m. Neighbor Brandy S., who did not want to reveal her full last name out of fear of retaliation, heard gunfire and saw multiple young men fleeing on foot, leaving a trail of blood behind. She says her neighbor living here on Mandan Drive has had to deal with multiple break-ins now, and she realized Tuesday it was him shooting at the suspects.
Actually, the house at the corner has already happened 3 times. 4 months ago or so, and then a year and a half and 4 months also then.
What happened?
This is the 3rd break-in at the same place.
And that's exactly what police say happened yet again here on Tuesday.
7 individuals had broke into...
How many times y'all gonna play with y'all life? Like, come on. What is you doing? Yeah, did it successfully or whatever a few times. I was like, yeah, we gonna keep the... What did you think was about to happen? I don't think he should be charged. Isn't this his property, bro? I do know that they say that if you chase the person off your property and still do it, you definitely gonna get that charge. I watched the movie. I think it was called like First Time Felon. No, I think it was just called Felon. This is one of those like straight to DVD movies. Actually, pretty good though. But I think that's what happened to the person in that movie.
Detached garage at a residence. The homeowner was alerted through his surveillance system, at which point the homeowner came out and confronted the individuals.
At least 2 people were hit, both 17 years old. One made it to Huron Valley Hospital and is recovering. The other died on Halfpenny Court in neighboring Commerce Township. Another teen was taken into custody and released, and 1 adult remains in custody, leaving 3 on a...
Wait. They didn't just say that. Released? Why? So you telling me these kids got caught trying to rob him, and y'all was like, okay, y'all could go home. We're just gonna get the mean guy that property you was on. Listen, I go by one main rule in my life. Don't tread on me. I won't tread on you. Get the F off his property. I was about to curse. Get off his property. Stay off his property. It's his. I don't feel bad for them teens, bro, in any way, shape, or form. I don't think that's right. And they let them go?
Counted for.
I hope you all get caught. And I hope that injury hurts for a while.
The Oakland County Prosecutor's Office has been sent the evidence to review charges for the suspects in custody and possibly the homeowner as well.
You do have the right to protect your life. And I just hope that it doesn't come to that. Obviously, we want to be a safe community.
Yeah, so you see that, you heard that. Now, this man apparently has had to deal with these young scholars multiple times.
Is this the
on
homeowner?
multiple occasions. They kept breaking into his garage. Okay, and this time he came out and started shooting at the young scholars. Okay, defending his property, defending his home, defending his belongings. Okay, as he has a right to do as a homeowner. And he shot at them when they were in the garage. Apparently, he went back inside of his house came out and started shooting again as they were fleeing. And at least a couple of the young scholars got hit. One of them ended up dying. And now the family is boohoo, whining, and crying, victimhood, right? Demanding murder charges against the homeowner for defending his property. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
New at 5, a White Lake homeowner has been charged with manslaughter in a shooting back in July that raised some questions.
The prosecutor says Dayton Napton shot a 17-year-old who was trying to steal items from his garage. Let's get out to Erica Erickson. She's live tonight with the latest details in this case. Erica, the prosecutor says Napton crossed a line here.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different sides we're hearing. We're hearing from the prosecutor's office, that man's defense attorney, and the family of that teen who was shot and killed, and they're upset.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, and it hurts a lot.
Makes sense why. It definitely didn't make sense why this reporter looked like a secret agent. What? It must be cold out there, girl. Look nice though. It's a nice little jacket. I ain't mad at the jacket. I ain't mad at it. She's trying to get her Carmen San Diego going. Yeah, I ain't gonna get that reference. Just show my age.
Shot and killed, and they're upset.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, and it hurts a lot.
4 months after 17-year-old Savon Wilson of Pontiac shot and killed in White Lake Township. His family says the charges have them confused.
I think the way they went about it could have been done better.
24-year-old Dayton Napton charged with manslaughter, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, and 2 counts of felony firearm for the death of Wilson and shooting another teen in the leg. Wilson's family says they want Napton charged with murder.
It doesn't make sense.
That was looking like this kid had a good life. Hold on. I'm not trying to just keep pausing it too crazy. I see family photos, Christmas presents in the background, sports team. Nah, come on, bro. Seemed like you had more opportunities than I had growing up. You know, like, what's up with you?
Sure.
It doesn't make sense that it wasn't done out of malice, and for them to charge him with manslaughter when everything in the report is suggesting that it was malicious intent.
Wow. Stuff like this is so frustrating. It really is. Because you always have these situations where these young scholars end up losing their lives because of stupid.
In the chat, see you on the live chat said, "Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?" Oh, see, man, we should have never brought her name up. Oh my gosh, get the hell up out of here! It's crazy. Oh. It's crazy. Y'all the lights cut out. Y'all got Carmen San Diego looking for me, nigga. Like, y'all know it's supposed to be a secret where she at. We just got her cutting my lights out, nigga. I seen the Avengers. I know when the Captain America about to pop up out the dark corner, nigga. They shut the lights off first, nigga. I know how Batman get down.
The decisions that they make. In this case,
young
scholars decided to break into this man's home multiple times. Okay, allegedly. Okay, break into this man's home multiple times. And the last time they tried it, they found out. Right? They found out. And one of these young scholars ended up losing his life. Now, the family, instead of, I don't know, being upset with the fact that one of their family members, this teenager, repeatedly tried to break into this man's home, or put it this way, this man's home was subject to repeated break-ins. Instead of being mad that this teenager put himself in a situation for this to happen, you're mad at the guy who was defending his home. And it just so happens that the teenager ended up getting shot. Now, again, this is the same pattern over and over and over again. They're going to come out, boo, whine, and cry victimhood. Oh, he was, an A student. He was going to be an engineer, an astronaut, a nuclear scientist, right? We know how these people operate.
He was going to be an engineer.
Anytime this happens, it's never an account.
So he's going to be an astronaut. That nigga was inspiring to be a thug. That's what he was going to be.
Ability is always somebody else's
number
fault.
22758-.
Their son, their brother, right? Their family member ended up in this situation.
July, prosecutors say Wilson, along with 6 others, broke into Napton's detached garage. Napton coming out with a 9mm. Prosecutors say firing 2 shots through a windowless, locked garage door. Then, as the group ran away, prosecutors say Napton shot at them 5 more times, ran back inside, reloaded his gun, and came back outside.
That's where they get you. That's what they see. I might have first heard of it from watching a movie, but after eventually seeing that ass lawyers, and that's where they get you. When they're running off the property, it's no longer safe to blame them. You gotta let them go. That's just that's the law. They own your property. Whatever happens, happens. As long as it's not like pre-planned and shit. But once they run off the property, you can't keep on doing it, go reload. But nah, because by that point, like, nigga, you just out in the streets doing this. That nigga turned into Max Payne.
Away and got shot. I never heard any.
Still on his side though. I'm still on they should have never broken to his spot. But I do know that's probably what the law is thinking. Like, no, that was excessive. Because that's how they think.
You think about him getting shot in the garage?
But prosecutors say Wilson hit and killed from a bullet fired through the locked door.
We had a really close connection. So it hurts a lot. I would have never expected this to happen to him. He has so many dreams and aspirations.
Dreams and aspirations.
Back out here live, the Oakland County Prosecutor's Office says the rights to own firearms and protect one's family and home are fundamental. Those important rights also come with profound responsibility. We believe the evidence demonstrates this defendant crossed the line by firing outside his home at fleeing persons. Now, meanwhile, I just got off the phone with Napton's defense attorney. He says
the fact that a movie that was like under budget, low budget, I think Val Kilmer was in it too. It was actually pretty good, son. Actually, taught me that. It's crazy, but yeah, that's the law. If you run as the same way I learned about Double Jeopardy, that was a classic film. But yeah, if they're running out, it's no longer safe to kablam them. Do I agree with it? No comment.
Was startled, and this case is one of, quote, stone self-defense, and he believes Napton should have never been charged. We have many more details at clickondetroit.com. Reporting live, Erica Erickson.
Yeah, I don't think he should have been charged.
I personally don't believe.
I think they need to modify that law a little bit. I think they need to modify that.
He's from a common sense perspective, right? There's a couple ways you can look at this, right? You can look at this from the perspective of, again, common sense, practicality, that he should have never been charged. But from a legal perspective, if he did shoot the teenager as they were running away, whether or not you agree or disagree with it in regards to the law, that's not relevant to the actual law. He's going to have some issues because if the teenager was, in fact, outside.
About to have me watching law breakdowns, nigga. Like, don't tell me I'm on point like this. I knew as soon as the video started, I said that shit. Like, oh, that's where they going to get him. He was running out. That's the law. Once they on their way out or they out, running out, you can't get them.
Out of his home.
Before that, if they in your house, you would have been green light. You good? Green light, nigga. A green light.
Right. He was running away, and this dude shot him as the teenager was running away. Then he's probably gonna have a hard time in court. Okay, I know a lot of people are upset by me saying that. That's not me saying that I agree with him being charged. I don't agree with him being charged, but I'm just telling you
the way the
I can already see from a legal perspective how he's gonna have some issues. Okay, because
I don't agree either.
If, again, the teenager was running away, he wasn't an imminent threat anymore, then the shooting probably is not legally justified, and that is what
especially with the reload.
Right, they're saying that the teenager was shot as he was running away. However, investigators are saying that the teenager was shot from behind a lock.
How slow is this nigga running? No, that doesn't make sense. Because if he went back and reloaded, I don't think he would have been able to get them when he came back to let off again. They would have been gone already, right? Like, how slow is they running? I think it probably came from the initial when they was in the house. That's how they would have to come at it. If I was on my Law and Order shit, they would have to prove that the injuries that was sustained happened inside the house. And then all the after things were pretty much irrelevant.
The garage door. So while
if I was like a lawyer or something,
the teenager was shot, and I'm assuming that he got shot and then he essentially tried to run away at that point. But if the teenager was shot behind a locked garage door, then that also is not good for the homeowner because of the fact that, one, again, it's behind a locked garage door. So it's hard to say that there was an imminent threat, right? And then on top of that, it is a detached garage. So it's not the same thing as his actual.
You think that they're not supposed to do it when they're turning? I think you're still good if they're in your house. I don't think it's based off of if you turn back or phrase forward. My bad, I was holding a cough. I think it's determined based off of where they are. Right? So if they're in the house, and if you're a lawyer, let me know in the comment section. I'm just saying what I looked up and believe is if you're in the house, nigga, they're good. You have all right to protect yourself. Once they are running and they are out the premises, which can even mean including on the front porch, if they're running, you don't have a green light. Or if they're walking, whatever. If they're leaving the fucking premises, you don't have a green light. If they are on that motherfucker, like in it, you're supposed to be good. But if you're a lawyer or something, you know, let me know. And it might be different in certain states too.
Well, dwelling, right, where he lives. Okay, we're talking about a detached garage. So that's going to create some issues for the homeowner as well.
Depends on how many times.
This because that's just the reality. It's unfortunate, but I kind of feel like from a legal perspective, this guy might have a hard time with a self-defense case, just considering the facts that we have right now. But again, I just want to stress that from a common sense perspective, I do not think that he should be charged, right? I do not believe that he should face any time in prison whatsoever for what he did, because these young scholars allegedly continue to break into this man's home time and time and time again, or break into his garage, which he probably considers to be his home, right? Reasonably speaking, he considers that to be his home, right? Just like anybody would consider their garage, attached or not, to be their home, okay? And they continue to do it, and he got fed up, and he defended his property. He did what he had to do. Otherwise, they were going to continue to do it. And apparently, they've done this so many times. They haven't been caught. They haven't been punished. And my guess is that.
Bet you that's the last time that Jane get robbed.
This guy was extremely frustrated with that. And he said, you know what? I'm going to do what I got to do to make this stop permanently. And he did what he had to do. But from a legal perspective, he probably is going to have some issues because, again, when you shoot somebody through a locked garage door that's detached from your home, again, legally speaking, probably some issues. Really. If they're running away and they're off your property and, you go inside your home, done. You reload, you come back out and you keep shooting, kind of looks like a pursuit, right? From a legal perspective, probably going to have some issues. Again, it's unfortunate. Like, I don't think he should be charged. Again, from a common sense perspective, I don't think he should be punished from a common sense perspective, from, again, a property rights perspective, that, these young scholars shouldn't just be allowed to, break into somebody's garage, somebody's home, whatever, right? Somebody's dwelling into, steal their property. But at the end of the day, I'm just telling you from a legal perspective, I'm not entirely sure if this guy is going to have a strong self-defense.
He's done.
We're going to have to see. I just think it's an all-around unfortunate situation. And what we really should be talking about here in the ideal world is the fact that this young teenager decided to break into this man's garage. And
100%. I do think that's the main issue. And I think a lot of people, especially if they're woke, they're going to act as if that's not something that we should be concerned about. And it was like, nigga, you play stupid games, win stupid prizes, bro. Like, it is what it is. But that's just my opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video as well. Make sure y'all go and check out Black Conservative Perspective. Really good channel. What's going on, guys? We're going to check a video out from Upchurch. Apparently, it's getting nasty out here in these streets. Let's check this out. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video as well.
All right, let's just say what it is. All these grown men, self-proclaimed tough. What are you doing? You ain't nobody because of the world problems. You're sitting back going, What is somebody else gonna do? Nothing. Get the f off your ass, and at the least say something. Well, you ain't got a voice. 80% of you here, and watch me call all these out around here. Facts. I don't see you calling out Vanderbilt. I don't see you calling Freddie O'Connell a skinny dick. I don't see none of y'all doing that. I don't see none of.
See, what was I just saying? What was I just saying before we even started the reaction? And follow me on Twitch and Kick if you try and check out the full streams. But I was just saying, there's a lot of people that don't have backbones. You got people like me and Upchurch calling people out left and right. And then a lot of other people that's scared. Until it's safe. You know what I mean? It's just, it's weird to me.
Y'all cussing out these $1 million companies. I don't see none of y'all taking up for all these women who get. I don't see y'all taking up for kids. I don't see y'all doing none of that. Just sitting back, tapping your foot and going, world problems. We got Andy Ogles. Everybody's like, man, I don't know what's wrong with that guy. Ain't nothing wrong with that guy. That's the guy you should stand beside and say, yeah, let's go get the bad guys. Trump is out here with his administration on live television telling, hey, we caught this person that was working at a hospital and selling baby organs and stealing babies or whatever. And look, where in the fuck are all you tough? Let me tell you something. There's some weird shit going on in Vanderbilt. Where you at? You going to say anything? You going to ask what's going on? I talk to so many females in Nashville, and they all coming to me being like, are you going to say something, Upchurch? And I'm out here trying to find the rest of the dudes who are going to say something and be like, hey, give us some answers. But no, well, say something to the specific ones in your town. But no, when you tell them to do that, they're like, well, dude, these people got money. They can whack you. What, are you scared? Well, no, you can't be scared. You gotta say, hey, okay, let's see who works there, who has power over this. Let me tell you something. In my situation, I'll tell you firsthand. Vanderbilt Children's Hospital tried to tell me my kid was about to die and 80% chance of dying, and try to say she had seizures and what else? So they put 2 Mexicans on my daughter's birth certificate on accident. So that's when you say, hey, Freddie O'Connell, you and your wife need to figure some out because this can't.
Nah, that's nasty. That's nasty work right there.
Yeah. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, how does that even happen? Yeah, I'd have sued the hell out of them, bro.
Can't keep going on, and it's not gonna keep going on. You ain't doing jack. You're telling the cops not to talk to him. Look, you're the problem, you mother. And yeah, I know. Well, they'll send CPS to your house. The first time it didn't work. Oh yeah, and hey, Freddie O'Dingleberry, ask your husband if Terry Gay is still working up there at the Children's Hospital. Oh yeah, and hey, Vandy Police, you must at the door, sagging your pants, not doing shit but scrolling through TikTok. You know what the happened. I walked through that. I was there for 5 days, and I caught a damn baby napper sitting right there. I caught her ass. I caught her taking a picture. We got her phone away from her, and guess what was on her phone? What? Oh, are you scared somebody gonna come whack me? I don't give a. Guess what was on her phone? A bunch of babies and a bunch of. I know all you mother were sitting right there. Yeah. The little short one was sagging his pants, sitting and scrolling through TikTok, jumped up and was like, "What the going on?" Yeah, open your eyes. I know when you get off work, you want to be this rapper that's never gonna happen, but right now you're a Vandy cop, so pay attention to what the going on. The only one down there that pays attention to anything was that one named Ben. Oh, and by the way, on the 4th floor of Vanderbilt Children's Hospital, they don't even know how to read an EEG machine, and they're in there.
That's just crazy. And he's calling the names out specifically, so you know he know what the hell he talking about. You know he gonna like that. He was well aware of his surroundings and seen everything. Man, come on, man. They in trouble. They are in trouble. How you doing, Mouse?
To read the EEG machine. And while we're on the topic of Vanderbilt and Freddie O'Dingleberry, let's just talk about you, Jelly Roll. What the do you say for the city? What the do you do for the city? You don't do jack shit got a failed bar you're already selling. It's called Good Night Nashville that you don't even own and you don't even stay around this because all the redneck don't like you because you turned into a skinny skater. My mama, my daddy, my brother.
Yo, I heard about that too. I ain't going front. I did hear that Jelly Roll had a bar and things weren't going so well at the bar. I don't know. Maybe you should have bought something in your brand, like a McDonald's or all-you-can-eat buffet of some sort. I don't know. That just seemed like it makes more sense. What's next? You gonna have a workout gym? That's what Jelly Roll gonna come out with a gym. Nigga, Planet Fitness type of shit.
My uncle, shut the up, dude. Shut the up. You got every record label that ever existed tattooed on your body. You can't tell now because you look like a deflated inner tube. Your homeboys, you're supposed to be helping, like struggling all these other. You're supposed to be helping them come up in the music business. You ain't help them do shit. You can help them do nothing. Hey, I'm Jelly Roll. I love onions. Bought a house slightly in the country. He's like, wow, the woods. I've never seen them before. P.S. Whole city's got their eyeballs on you with this $20 million for a dog sanctuary. What the f does that mean? Another thing, at Nashville as a whole, y'all got to start paying attention. You can't just be like, oh, the whole government's bad. They're all bad.
I heard that, let me wind it back too. I heard that Jelly Roll joint about the dog park. I don't know if that's true. That would be insane if that's true. Like, you can invest in so many other things. You know, like your bad habits ceasing to exist. You could work on that.
Barry, what the f does that mean? Another thing, at Nashville as a whole, y'all got to start paying attention. You can't just be like, oh, the whole government's bad. They're all bad. No, there's that are telling you, hey, there's people in our city that's not supposed to be here, that don't like our city, that don't give a f making it worse. They're actually on stage telling you this. But no, everybody wants to be, hey, you stole $20,000. I don't give a f if they're trying to help the city. I don't give a f if they stole $1 million. Hell, I say let's elect some.
Though. Want this back. You see what y'all said in chat? Big said maybe if he didn't sell out, his bar would still be open. Nah, that's facts though. That's facts. Maybe if he didn't sell out.
They're trying to help the city. I don't give a f if they stole $1 million. Hell, I say let's elect some to get out here. I say let's start a fund for them mother in a legal way to make them rich on purpose as long as they say stuff in the likeness of us. All these weird non-profits. We have non-profits where we have millions of dollars and we spend it on. Well, you ain't spending it to protect nothing. So what are you spending it on, huh? You spending it on these babies that Trump's talking about? Yeah, we're at the point where if Andy Ogles did start a nonprofit or whatever, and he was to protect our state, I'd be like, I'd look the other way. But I'm not looking the other way at Freddie O'Connell, who's got two birthdays and hangs out with a bunch of weird Nickelodeon-looking mother. We gotta start backing up our own kind around here, and we gotta start calling this Nickelodeon like today. And I don't want to see nobody sitting back tapping your foot, fucking politics. No, that's if you're from Tennessee, act like a Tennessean. I'm out here talking to everybody that needs to be talked to. I'm representing all the mothers that represent us. I got a clean record. I ain't never been in trouble. And I'm down here getting sued from California because I said some AI person they on the internet ain't real. Just got robbed in the middle of my own hometown for like $1.6 million from some an attorney who's already been in trouble. Then she quits and some judge downtown in Nashville signed off on the. I don't give that $1.4 million could have went to all the schools around here. It could have went to the police department to do Thanksgiving.
They could have did something like useful or positive with it for sure.
Do Christmas. I ain't been able to do hardly anything in my town because of.
Let me see. Hey, what's up, Jordan? How you doing? And what's up, Mr. Biwar? I think that's how you say your name. Let me know if I said it wrong.
There's a bunch of Californian people down here stealing my money because I have an opinion on something. And you know what? If I gotta be the only here with some notoriety that lives in our town that speaks for everybody like I'm doing right now, just out in the open and plain to see and blunt and what the it is, then you know what? I'll be that. And I'll keep representing the people that all the California people keep about. I don't give if it's the right people, I will stand behind them until there ain't none of us left. I'll stand behind people like Andy Ogles. I don't give a if he stole $20,000 6 years ago. I give zero. But I do. Oh yeah, by the way, the attorney or the lawyer dude that was supposed to be helping me on my case. Remember yesterday when you were like, "Oh, I can't help you. You don't know what the pooch." I don't even know what the that means. That sounds weird. But anyway, stand crazy. Up. There's too many women out here that need us. There's too much kids out here that need us. And the ones that are standing up, that are actually saying some shit and calling up is bad and supporting them, support us, well, then I'm rolling with you, player. And for everybody around Nashville telling me, "Oh, bro, you better stop looking into this and posting these videos of these people don't know nothing about damn Woods, so I don't give a fuck."
They're trying to hack my phone right now. Watch.
Wow.
Hilarious.
Wow. That's crazy.
Man, I love you, girl.
You having fun. It seems like they be having a blast, man. But yeah, when it comes to Jelly Roll, super nasty work. I'm telling you, I used to like his music too. Before he sold out. Way before that. Now I don't really listen to him at all, actually. It's just a shame what happened to him. Right? And as far as like when it comes to people knowing the truth and not speaking out, that is a big problem. People be scared. But that's just my opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video.